It is a regular old day in the city of Metropolis. Everyone is out and about as usual. Superman is being Superman, scanning the city for trouble using his super hearing. In a moment of astonishment, a faint but distinct heartbeat catches his attention. A heartbeat that emanates from Lois. It dawns on him that Lois is pregnant, and a surge of joy floods his being as he begins to plan the kid's entire future already. Lois finally tells him to calm down as it is still early, and unfortunately for now, they have to get to work. Superman suddenly picks up some trouble in the distance as Batman takes on a bunch of armed thugs on his own. As you would expect, Batman is laying the smackdown on their ass. Superman arrives on the scene, ready to lend a hand, but Batman, ever the solitary warrior, assures him that he had the situation under control. He informs Superman that the Joker is in Metropolis and he's up to no good. It doesn't take long for Batman to figure that Lois is pregnant as Superman is grinning like an idiot and for the first time in his life. His hands are trembling. Batman downloads some data from a flash drive and dips, leaving Superman to clean up his mess. Meanwhile, Lois and Jimmy are on a recon mission. From out of nowhere, Joker shoots Jimmy right in the bullseye. Harley jumps Lois from behind and knocks her out cold, and Superman arrives too late. At the same time, Batman is investigating a lab that the Joker had broken into where he stole some kind of kryptonite weapon. Superman gets there panicking and almost reveals his identity to the people around. He pleads for Batman's help as he cannot find Lois or even hear her heartbeat. They take off to find her as Batman calls for all members of the Justice League to get on this, who all appear to be busy. Despite their prior engagements, the mere mention of Lois' name acts as a powerful catalyst, prompting every member to drop everything and rally to her aid with unwavering dedication. The Flash searches the underground tunnels and finds Scarecrow dead in a shady-looking room, killed by a gas called Joker Toxin. The toxin hits the Flash, and it looks like he gets decapitated in the room. Superman is told that the Joker is escaping in a nuclear submarine that's missing one of its warheads. Summoning his immense strength, Superman effortlessly lifts the colossal vessel into the air, returning it swiftly to the safety of the dock. With resolute determination, he breaches the submarine, fully aware of the dangers that lie ahead. However, the insidious Joker Toxin strikes again, ensnaring even the invincible Superman in its toxic grip. They unleash the formidable Doomsday Beast upon him, a creature capable of untold destruction. Undeterred by the overwhelming odds, Superman takes to the skies, grappling with Doomsday through space, while Joker and Harley try to escape before they are stopped by the Justice League. Through his unwavering detective skills, Batman unravels the disturbing truth behind the gas that has been wreaking havoc. The toxic brew is a sinister cocktail, blending Scarecrow's fear toxin with insidious kryptonite particles. It becomes painfully clear that the Joker, in his twisted pursuit of chaos, has orchestrated his most audacious joke yet. Superman arrives to the harrowing realization that he's been hallucinating all along, and the beast in his hands is Lois. As he watches her life slip away, a nuclear bomb linked to her heartbeat sets off, engulfing the entire city. Green Lantern shields everyone from the blast as everything falls into chaos. After the cataclysmic events unfold, Superman returns, his heart heavy with grief and guilt. Batman, consumed by the need for answers, confronts the Joker, demanding to know the reason behind his heinous acts. The Joker, ever the embodiment of chaos, responds with a chilling revelation. This sick game, this twisted dance, was meant to be confined to Batman and himself alone. Yet, driven by bitterness and a thirst for victory, the Joker resorted to easy mode, orchestrating a tragedy that would shatter Superman's very soul. Meanwhile, the grieving Superman is drowning in his own guilt as he inadvertently caused the demise of Lois and their unborn child. Blinded by anguish, he takes flight, his intentions clouded by darkness. Green Lantern follows after him to try and stop him from getting to the Joker. Guided by bad intentions, Superman quickly takes Green Lantern's ring and grounds Hal, who warns him not to do anything he'll regret. The Joker tells Batman that he did what he did so he can turn Superman into the worst thing he can be, but Batman is steadfast in his belief that Superman is incorruptible. Joker replies that the joke is on Batman. Consumed by rage and propelled by a desire for vengeance, Superman storms into the room, and now he's only seeing red. The Joker's maniacal laugh seems to be what finally makes him snap, and suddenly, Superman brutally rips through the Joker's heart.
Now that's a punchline.
Harley hears about the Joker's death through the police radio. Immediately, she takes out 2 cops with her before Green Arrow finds her in a toy shop. They both fight, and Green Arrow displays his expert marksmanship by firing an arrow straight to the barrel of her gun. Even Harley is impressed. He takes her to a secret location, away from the wrath of Superman. The depressed Superman now has a beard, mirroring his internal struggle. With 11 million dead following the Joker's actions, Batman warns Superman that he has to control himself and that the law must be followed. Wonder Woman fuels Superman's rage as she says that human laws are pointless. Fueled by his own inner turmoil, Superman makes a resolute declaration, stating that he will no longer be bound by ideals that fail to protect the innocent. In a moment of unity, Wonder Woman readily aligns herself with Superman, ready to stand by his side as they embark on a crusade to cleanse the world of the darkness that plagues it. In a bold move, Superman confronts a ruthless dictator single-handedly, recognizing the need for intervention. He apprehends the dictator, taking him into custody as the world watches in awe of disbelief. Meanwhile, Green Arrow observes the events unfold from his hidden lair, the Arrow Cave. He and Harley argue about the context of the cave's name. The Bat Cave makes sense because bats live in a cave. Green Arrow's hideout should be called the Quiver. Annoyed by the fact that she's right, Green Arrow gasses her and puts her to sleep. Superman announces to the world that enough is enough. No more fighting. From now on, he will intervene in any conflict and force the world to get along. With the help of Wonder Woman, they take out governments and end conflicts all around the world. As Superman's unilateral actions stir controversy and division within the Justice League, he continues his mission to enforce peace and intervene in conflicts worldwide. Superman stops a United States military attack before cleaning the sky of any drones. His actions draw the attention of the hypocritical United States military, only accepting his intervention when it aligns with their interests. Determined to regain control, the generals devise a scheme to subdue Superman and assert their authority. In the night, they go for his home. They beat around his father, who's somehow alive in this universe, and they light the house on fire. Once again, Superman arrives too late as they have already left through Mirror Man's powers. Mirror Man warns Superman to stop interfering with government business or else they will kill his dad. Faced with doubt and uncertainty, Superman retreats to his fortress of solitude, questioning the morality and effectiveness of his actions. Wonder Woman, steadfast in her support, reassures him that as long as he remains on a righteous path, there is nothing to fear. In the pursuit of locating Superman's father, Wonder Woman takes swift action, apprehending Mirror Master and extracting the information she seeks. Armed with Mirror Master's belt, she delivers it to Superman, enabling him to travel through a peculiar mirror portal to reach his father, who is said to be in Bolivia. The president receives the news that their attempt to contain Superman has failed, prompting the need for an alternative plan. Suddenly, Batman mysteriously appears before the president, expressing his disapproval of the president's actions. Batman warns the president that if Superman discovers his involvement in the kidnapping of his father, he will not hesitate to kill him, suggesting that the president's body might end up on Saturn, a place where it would be difficult to find. In the confines of the Bat Cave, Nightwing and Robin engage in rigorous training. Nightwing effortlessly overpowers Robin, leading to Robin's bitter frustration. In a fit of immaturity, Robin launches his weapon towards Nightwing, only for Superman to intercept it midair, inquiring about Batman's whereabouts. Superman is directed to him. Batman confronts Superman, urging him to cease his actions and highlighting the fear and anxiety he is instilling in the people. Batman emphasizes the importance of not playing God, reminding Superman that he has already taken a life, and deciding who lives and who dies leads down a path of tyranny. Superman responds by mentioning Batman's dead parents, and immediately he gets punched in the face, which ironically fractures Batman's hand. Superman finally tells him that he's going to be making an announcement in Gotham, and extends a hand for Batman to join him, but Batman refuses. Meanwhile, Wonder Woman declares that North Korea is no longer a nuclear power and that all its missiles have been confiscated. Green Arrow watches from TV alongside Harley and asks how Batman could possibly be fine with this. Right on cue, Batman replies that he's not. He's been spying on him through his TV but comically says that this detail is unimportant. He tells Green Arrow to bring the arrows he gave him and to leave Harley and come. Before the gathered media, Superman boldly asserts that he does not regret killing the Joker, only lamenting that he did so too late. He announces his intention to dismantle Arkham Asylum, transferring its inmates to a location where they can never harm anyone again. Batman and Nightwing prepare themselves to confront Superman and attempt to stop him. However, the young and defiant Robin aligns himself with Superman's ideals, refusing to join Batman and Nightwing in their mission. They leave him behind, and the remaining heroes unite, determined to halt Superman's course of action. As events unfold, Green Arrow discovers Harley's unexpected presence in his car. This time, she manages to catch him off guard, gassing him into unconsciousness. Inside Arkham Asylum, Superman and Wonder Woman express their loss of faith in the facility to the doctor in charge. The doctor questions whether they have the authority to decide the fate of the inmates, and Batman arrives with Nightwing, defiantly stating that they do not. It appears that they've been anticipating Batman and Nightwing as Robin has sold them out. Cyborg begins taking away the inmates one by one before Batman finally intervenes, zapping Cyborg out, who figures out that the data stamp on the virus reveals that it was uploaded the very first time they met.
Boy, that's low.
Suddenly, Harley Quinn releases all the inmates within the asylum, forcing everyone to put their differences aside and work together in the face of the ensuing chaos. Each hero fights against a formidable opponent, and Nightwing offers a pep talk to a struggling Robin. Robin finally snaps and sends his baton crashing against Nightwing's head, killing him by accident. Superman now realizes that things are getting out of hand and snaps as well. He rips through the Frankenstein-like monster's body before warning everyone else to get back in their cell, which they all frantically do out of fear. Batman grabs Nightwing's lifeless body and leaves as Robin tries to explain that he didn't mean to do what he did, and Nightwing always blocks the baton. In another location, Catwoman enters the scene, engaging in her typical thieving activities. Superman finds her and informs her of Nightwing's death, emphasizing that Batman will need someone to be there for him. Catwoman rushes to Batman and discovers him taking out his anguish on a wooden pad until his hands start to bleed. She urges him not to be Batman just for that day, and the typically stoic Dark Knight breaks down into tears. Meanwhile, Nightwing awakens in a realm that resembles heaven. A goddess approaches him, seeking his assistance in tipping the balance of the future of the universe. However, before he can fulfill his role, Nightwing must undergo a transformation. The goddess imbues him with her powers and knowledge, resulting in Nightwing's transformation into Deadwing, a new and empowered persona. After Robin disgraces himself from the Bat family, Superman finds that he ran off to his grandfather, Ra's al Ghul. Robin tells Superman that he needs allies in his upcoming fight. Ra's offers his loyalty and support, but Superman refuses the help of a villain and storms off to another hero for help. Determined to eliminate guns and prevent further loss of life, Superman approaches another hero for support. However, the hero responds sarcastically, suggesting that Superman should also ban smoking and imprison anyone who exceeds the speed limit or fails to leash their dog. Superman gets the hint that he won't be getting any help from around here. Green Arrow brings Harley to another secret base where they reunite with Batman and the remaining heroes. Batman emphasizes that Harley cannot be part of their mission, and she is subsequently taken away. Batman proceeds to disclose their plan, informing the team about a red sun cannon located in the fortress that can neutralize even Superman's powers. To accomplish their objective, they must infiltrate the fortress, and Batman reveals that he has a secret plan in place in case Superman is present. As the destruction caused by Superman and Wonder Woman's actions continues, they persist in claiming that they are imposing peace. They continue to lie to themselves until they find that the president has launched missiles towards another country. In response, Superman swiftly departs to confront the president, instilling fear within the security personnel as he threatens them. Yet, Superman soon realizes that this was merely a diversion orchestrated by Batman to allow the team to clandestinely infiltrate the fortress undetected. Catwoman successfully infiltrates the fortress and allows the rest of the heroes to enter, but they're surprised to see Superman's father there. And not long after, Superman follows. He is suddenly overcome by excruciating pain caused by the presence of Adam inside his skull, wielding a small shard of kryptonite in Superman's moment of suffering. Ra's al Ghul comes to his aid, launching an assault on the heroes and subjecting Superman to radiation gas that vaporizes Adam, eliminating the threat. The battle rages on as Batman reaches a hidden room to retrieve a crucial device. Meanwhile, Green Arrow takes aim with a kryptonite arrow, targeting Superman. However, Superman effortlessly swats it away, inadvertently causing it to strike his own father. With his father dying, Superman, consumed by grief and rage, kills Green Arrow. In the midst of this horrific moment, the remaining heroes make a desperate escape. Superman's father's dying words express that it was an accident and implore Superman to forgive his friends. However, Ra's al Ghul urges Superman to act swiftly, recognizing Batman's relentless nature from his own experience. Superman addresses the world. He says that his hand has been forced. Any hero who does not pledge loyalty to the Justice League is now considered a fugitive. He further proclaims that he will personally deal with any leader, criminal mastermind, or even a petty thief. Drones are deployed throughout the world to monitor and scan for any signs of rebellion. Consequently, the streets are empty and Gotham City has become a police state, a situation that goes against Batman's intentions and desires. In a nearby club, a group of young punks is detected by one of the drones, which alerts Superman to their presence. When Superman arrives at the scene, he discovers that the punks are gathering in the name of the Joker, and they begin hurling bottles at him. Overwhelmed by anger, Superman unleashes his powers, incinerating the punks. Catwoman prevents Batman from intervening, knowing it would be futile, and both of them watch in horror as they witness the extent of Superman's transformation. Batman returns to their hideout, where he addresses the issue of the drones that constantly surveil their movements, making it nearly impossible for them to operate undetected. The technology behind the drones surpasses Batman's understanding, and the inventor responsible for their creation is imprisoned in the Mariana Trench. Only one hero remains who has not aligned himself with Superman, Plastic Man, who's been hiding here all along. Wait, where exactly was he hiding? Ra's al Ghul presents Superman with Amazo, an impervious security and defense system capable of learning and adapting. Ra's suggests mass-producing Amazon units to patrol and safeguard every city. Meanwhile, Plastic Man is deployed into the Mariana Trench. Inside, Cyborg spots Plastic Man through the security cameras and informs him that there appears to be no way to access the inventor's cell.
I found the key.
The inventor is none other than our previous hero who refused to help Superman. They're both shot at and make a run for it, and Deadwing finally comes back in a mystical form. They get to the cafeteria, and Deadwing takes over Cyborg's body and uses him to break the glass ceiling. Our hero opens up a device that they both get inside of and leave to resurface. Superman tells Wonder Woman that he's done questionable things so far, but Wonder Woman still rallies behind him. Suddenly, Batman broadcasts footage from the club to the entire world, revealing Superman's brutal actions. Witnessing the footage, Wonder Woman becomes horrified by Superman's behavior. In response, Superman insists that a necessary lesson needed to be learned, seemingly justifying his actions. Back at the hero's hideout, the drones have been reprogrammed and they are preparing a device to deal with Superman. The robot patrolling a small town scares off a mother and her child as it analyzes the little boy's criminal history. A random man accidentally letters and the robot catches it. It proceeds by blowing up his car. The cops show up to stop it, but the robot sees them all as a threat and kills them all. Finally, Superman himself shows up and saves the mother and child. It turns out that Ra's was behind this from the very start, and he wanted to earn Superman's trust to deploy this weapon that can actually learn new powers, including Superman's. Ra's believes that death is necessary to create and maintain peace. Superman's remaining friends swoop in to save him as they try to deal with this unstoppable robot. They seem to be failing at the job, and the robot violently rips Cyborg to pieces before ripping his face off. Superman decides that no matter what, this robot must be stopped, and Ra's watches his scheme unfold. Batman arrives at the scene and they all team up against the robot. The plan is to keep it occupied until they can assemble the device. Robin shows hesitation in sticking with Ra's, and Ra's immediately pulls his sword on him, propelling them both into a fight instantly. As the heroes continue to fight, the device turns out to be a portal into all the other dimensions. Ra's and Robin continue to fight, and just as Robin is about to be executed, Deadwing swoops in to save him and they begin to work together. Plastic Man continues to reassemble the device, but the robot spots him. Before it can destroy the portal, Wonder Woman shields the blast before she is sent flying away. Finally, Plastic Man decides to join the battle, and he turns the tide. They all gang up on the robot, and finally manage to split it into two. They string his upper half up before Plastic Man implodes it. Brutal. Ra's continues to fight Robin, who allows his arrogance to take control and drive Deadwing out. Ra's capitalizes on this and gets Robin's leg, injuring him. Deadwing tries again with Robin, and finally listening to him, he manages to get the drop on Ra's and finally defeat him. They can now see each other, and a regretful Robin begs for forgiveness. But it's all good. The battle is now won, but at what cost? Superman is still blinded by rage and wants to arrest the heroes. Diana finally turns on him, and Superman succumbs to his madness. Before he can kill everyone, another Superman arrives to confront him. Earth 9 Superman, one that is from a parallel universe. They both get into a super fight, and the Earth 9 Superman displays a higher level of fight IQ as he seems to outmaneuver the original Superman and beats him to the ground. Superman retaliates as they both terrorize the lands. Suddenly, the tide shifts as Superman realizes Earth 9 Superman's weakness. He's holding back, just like he used to. Without holding anything back, the original Superman destroys his counterpart, before shifting his attention to Batman. Batman still has hope in his friend, as another pregnant, Lois Lane is brought from a different universe, who lost her Superman dying to stop Brainiac. She makes him realize what he's doing, and Superman becomes regretful, claiming that he deserves death. Once again, Batman defiantly responds with a no. Superman does not get off that easy. They intend to jail him at all times until they need him. There is no resistance from the tearful Superman as he's taken away for the crimes he committed. Batman's frown turns into a straight face, and the day is saved. But wait a minute, why does Wonder Woman get off easy? She's been part of it all along. This movie was straight out of the popular Injustice video game series, a disastrous story where Superman goes insane and decides to rule the world with an iron fist, and who can tell him no? It was a terrifying but exciting concept to watch and discover the possibility of the most asked question of our time. What would happen if Superman turned evil? The animated movie also borrows moves from the video game sequences in the final fight between the two Supermen, an homage to the original. Well, this brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this one. Your support helps us grow. And tell me what you think about this film. Do you prefer the portrayal of the nice or evil Superman? Were you a fan of the Injustice game series, and how do you think this movie did in comparison? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of them. And if you're watching till now, thank you. I'll see you in another video soon.